Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of Alistair and Gregor's Veg Garden. Today is the 6th of November, so a few weeks since the last video. The onions have done well inside the grow cabinet, and I'll let you see them in a second. What's going to happen is I'm going to pot them on because they're past the sort of crook stage, like I think I spoke about last time, so we'll get them potted on. What I'm going to do is I've got a little tripod. We're going to put the phone on the tripod, and I'll just let you see what I'm up to, so just bear with me a second folks. So hello folks, again, hopefully you can see this is on the little tripod just to make it easier for you to see. So what we've got in here is some vermiculite. What you can see, these are the, hopefully you can see them okay, these are the onions. I'm quite happy with how they're grown, and there's the other pot. As you can see on some of them, I don't know if you can just see it, some of them are producing a second leaf already, so we better get these potted on. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to add some seedling and cutting compost to the vermiculite, about 50-50. I generally do at this stage as well, just to try and, because one of the most important things is you want to keep the structure quite loose in the pot, otherwise the roots don't go as big as you really want them. So we've got that. To aid the roots as well, we're going to put in some EcoThrive Charge. Still using that, thank you to Pete's Back Garden. He gave me that last year, so we'll use some of that this year. And we're going to put a little bit of the let's see if we can get that the calcified seaweed as well in. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to pause it because you don't want to see me mixing it. As I say, we're going to mix it in, and then we'll then get it ready, and then what we'll do is we'll start putting, I'll show you how we put them in pots and how we take the seedlings out. So bear with me for a second folks. So hi folks, you can see we've done all the mixing of it, as I say, about 50-50 vermiculite to seed compost, a little bit of calcified seaweed and a little bit of EcoThrive Charge. So we've all mixed that in and tried to get, if we find any lumps, just give them a little rub down. So what I'm going to show you now is how we fill the pot. I'm not going to do what I do first of all is I fill the pots that I need first of all, and then I do the seedlings. So I'll just show you, it's really this simple. All we're doing is putting the compost in like that, and then what we'll do is we just take it off like that. That's all we're doing, we're not stamping down or anything like that. The reason for that is later on when we make the hole to put the onion seedling in, we'll tap the thing like that so the compost settles nicely around it but doesn't compress, because you don't want to compress it. So as I say, you do that, quick scrape off the top. I've just got a little tray next to me, I'll just show you what's happening. So I put them into a tray like this, so I get 12 in each of these, so that just makes it easier for putting them all in. So that's how you do it. So what I'm going to do, just going to pause again, and then what I'll do is I'll let you see when we put how we do put the seedlings in, the final stages, and then let you see them finally inside the grow cabinet. So welcome back again folks. So as I say, I've put all the compost mix in all the pots we need. Now the job is to remove the seedlings. Let me bring them a little bit more forward so it's easier. See, let me bring it there. So the idea is we're going to gently prick these out, and then we're going to then make a hole. I'll show you as making the hole first. So let's just take one out and put it there, because that's probably better view. So all we're doing is with the dibber is making a hole for it to go in, so as far down as you can make it. Yes, and then I'll just do the one first all to show you. So then we're going to take this one here, and then what we'll do is just loosen all the soil as much as you can, because they will have got down quite a bit, the roots will have. So you can see, there we go. So you see the length of that. See, there's the length of the root. And all we're doing is gently putting it in the hole, and then doing that with, yeah, just move the compost ever so slightly to try and keep it straight. Yeah, and that's all we are doing with them. So I'll show you me doing another one. So we'll take another pot, with that side there. You might question why, if this root's so thin, why am I using thick side? Because sometimes what you find is that some of the, when you pull one of the seedlings out, the roots are slightly curly, ever so slightly, if they've got right down to the bottom of the pot. So that's the reason why I do the hole that size, so you can actually get it in the bottom. So we've got more, so I'm just going to gently tease. So don't, if it's not coming out straight away, don't just pull it, because you'll snap the root. So as you can see, another one like that, thin root into the pot. So there we go. That's all we're doing with them, and then just putting them in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do all these, see how many I get. I've got, at a squeeze, I've probably got a space inside the grow cabinet for 36, but that would be right at a squeeze. So if I can get the 36 in, good, because that will give us plenty to, because you only, as time goes on, the more stronger ones is the ones you keep, and the ones that aren't that great, you just sort of let go by the wayside, because some will die and will be quite inferior. You only want the best one. So I'll plant these. What I'll do is I'm just going to pause again, and then I'll show you at the end, and I'll show you me watering them and that, because the watering's important as well. So just bear with me, folks. So welcome back, folks. Here we are. Got them all. I've managed to get all 36 pots filled. Some of the ones in there are a little bit small, but it's nothing major. I've already watered the back one. What we're going to do is we water from the bottom. There's two reasons. First of all, one reason, watering it from the bottom encourages the roots to grow to that point, because they will go searching for the water. Sometimes if you water from the top, the roots start to search upwards, so you then get them sort of going round and very shallow. Secondly, we've just put this into a loose thing, as I said, into loose compost, and I said we tapped them in, so that the structure's quite loose. If you then water now on top, you will compact that all around, and you'll generally find that the seedlings will actually flop over, like so. So really important is to don't water them from the top, water them from the bottom. So I'm going to try and do this one-handed and just show you, because I've not got, oh, maybe not, I won't be able to show you. Or what you're going to do is I'm just going to fill a good lot of water in there till it soaks up. This is on my thermostat, even though it says it's set at about 30, but that's at the very top there. The temperature down here gets, I've had the door open so it's down a little bit. It hovers around 20 degrees, so we'll check it every few days. I still leave the lights on full for 24 hours a day at the moment, for a little bit longer. That's just to give them as much light. As you can see, they look, I'm really pleased with how green they are at the moment. So there we go, folks. Right, I'll water the other two, that tray and that tray. As I say, it's really quite compact. That's all the space we've got there. So right, so let me just show you a picture outside. So not much happening with the rest of it. That's really all we're going to be doing over the winter, is to do with the onions. You saw my last video, which said about the plans we've got for the garden, this part of the garden. So what I've done is I'm going to put a link in the description to my it's a garden planner, and you can actually, it will see what I plan to, how it plans to progress next year. So there we go, folks. Right, I'm not going to water on, because I usually do, because it's really quite cold today. It's still only about 6 or 7 degrees. So thanks very much for watching, folks. Thanks very much for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes, your views. I hope it'll be a few weeks when I'll give you another update about the giant onion. So keep watching, folks. Thanks very much, and have a wonderful time, folks. Bye just now.